We've reached the semi-final stage of the tournament on the women's draw, and I can't wait to see the matchups. Let's start with Elina Svitolina against Marketa Vondrousova. They came through yesterday already to reach the semis. Elina, I think you could sum up her whole week and a half so far as being an absolute battle. She somehow managed to get herself in this position by just competing so well. She is moving better than ever, and I just can't believe it's been only 9 months since she had her baby, only a couple of months since she came back from maternity leave. So I think that is a Cinderella story. And then Marketa Vondrousova, she's one of my favourite players to watch. She's so crafty. She's a fellow lefty, so I'm a little bit biased. I love a lefty on the grass courts, where they're able to swing it out wide, and she uses the forehand so well. But if I had to pick who's going to come through that first semi-final, I would say Elina. So I'm going to drag her in here into position. And then the next one, we've got Ons Jabeur, who came through against Rybakina in such a fine fashion today. She was super crafty, but actually for me, she played less variation than you usually see from her, because she knew she had to play more aggressive. She had to be a bit more consistent from the baseline and just wait it out, wait for the right opportunity to come forward to do something different. And she battled. She was probably more intense than I've ever seen her on the court, and that started already a couple of days ago. You could just see the difference in her mentality ahead of this one. And she's got another big hitter. She's playing Aryna Sabalenka, who had an easy win against Madison Keys, relatively easy. Wasn't too tested other than a small dip in the second set. But I think if I had to pick one, I'd have to go with the heavy hitter. I think I'm going to go Sabalenka here. I just feel like Ons won't be able to play her game style with that much pace coming onto her racket. So far I've got a Svitolina Sabalenka final. I think I'm going to pick, oh my goodness, it's hard, but I think I'm going to go with the fairy tale story, and I'm going to pick Elina Svitolina to win her first Grand Slam.
Out of the 4 names on the screen in front of you, if any of those were to win it, there'd be a first-time Wimbledon champion. That'd be the 6th year in a row we've had a first-time champion in the women's draw. Why do you think every year we're seeing new faces?
I think we're seeing new faces crop up at Wimbledon because grass allows you to do that. You maybe don't have to have the same experience as you do on a slower surface, but also the grass is playing differently every year. So the people who you expect to do well might not necessarily enjoy the conditions, agree with the surface, and agree with the changes every year, because it's a live surface. So you're never going to have the same court twice, and you're never going to have the same bounce 2 times in a row. So I think it's up to the newbies to make adjustments as they come along. But all of these names have been there, done that. And yeah, to see all 4 of them in the semi-final, I don't think is a huge surprise.
Hi, I'm John McEnroe, and welcome to Eurosport Tennis on YouTube. Click here to subscribe to Eurosport Tennis.